So I've been doing some EMDR to get through grief over losing my mother, and I highly recommend it. I've done EMDR in the past. It's a specific therapy for trauma. So it stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing. And it's very specific to trauma. They do it for police officers who have been in shootings, or people who grew up with childhood trauma, or lots of different types of trauma. But why it works, I'm not exactly sure, but they do a specific type of either tapping, or they have your eyes go back and forth. For me, it's my eyes going back and forth. And where trauma gets stuck in the brain, it literally helps your brain to reprocess it and let it go. So I did a couple years of it in the past for childhood trauma, and it was so incredibly helpful. And I did it now. I did it almost preemptively going through grief with my mother. And I cannot even begin to tell you how helpful it has been. It does bring up some things and helps you deal with some memories that come up, because grief can just be tricky, and memories from the past come up that you don't want to think about, because you want to be able to just think happy thoughts about the person who left. But not all memories are happy. You know, some of us, if you grew up in trauma especially, it's not always easy. So I highly recommend EMDR, and I'll tell you in the next video about a couple things that I learned that were just huge breakthroughs for me.